Hello YouTube. Thank you for the views and the kind words from Swamp Fox on my first video. I wanted to come back the next day, but I woke up solid, frozen solid on one side, could not move. But I'm here now, again, happy that I can do this right now. I was going to talk about my Q journey. And I guess it started after President Trump came down the elevator, because things started getting really crazy on Facebook at that point. Friends that I had never had a problem with, were now vicious. I guess they're Democrats. I'm assuming they're Democrats. But had somebody be very cruel over the fact that I just said it's a rigged system. So I was blocked from her group. I ended up canceling out of Facebook on accident, but so happy that I did. And just went away from everything. Listened to Martin Lloyd-Jones and Charles Spurgeon, because if that was going to be the mind control that I was going to get, I felt so much better. I like the news for the weather, and the fact that I went to high school and junior high with the weather guy that I watch. He's nice. So I would hear the things that the news was saying about Trump, but I wasn't paying attention to it. Went all of 2015 into 2016 still avoiding anything that had to do with politics. I was just not going to engage with anybody over it. I've always liked Trump. I never had a problem with anything that he did. I didn't watch him on TV much, unless it was the news, but not The Apprentice. Of course, you'd see commercials, and he's always charming, funny, and yeah, he's mean, but he worked in construction. I spent 20 years in construction as an administrative assistant, not hammering nails, but pushing paper, and it's ruthless, but it's how every company should really run. If they would take a look at how the construction companies work, it's very simple. You can go from a construction company into any trade and thrive. So back to President Trump. I think that he's amazing. I ended up August 2018 having my stroke, and coming home the end of September, first week in October. I avoided the TV at that point. It was just anything mindless, like holiday movies on Netflix with my granddaughter, just to pass the time. When I did listen to YouTube, it was back to my Bible guys, and at least I was reading the closed captions. That was helping. So when I spent 4 days in that stroke, it was spent with my mother, and all I remember from that time was look at Trump. Not watch Trump, but look at Trump. So when I was finally able to focus on the television and go to YouTube, pull up past rallies, inauguration speech, and watching him on OANN, Bright Side Broadcasting, without the influence of Fox and or CNN, which that's painful for me to even think about watching CNN or MSNBC. I have an aunt that loves Jesus, loves the Father in heaven, and I know has been touched by the Spirit before. But right now she's under the spell. I don't know how to break that spell. I've tried so hard. It's something with the Tane. Goes back to Tane Bo Kulong, which I'm not saying properly, but it's one of the old Eddas, an old Irish Edda that talks about the soldiers falling asleep in a field. Some spell that was put on them. And it's the same spell that goes on these people that are not aware. And even though they have said, I believe in God, I believe in Jesus, and may have thought they had dedicated their life, well, is a deception so great that even the elect could be deceived? Because I know that there are some that thought they were elect and they are really deceived right now. When I realized that my mom was telling me to watch Trump, not watch Trump, but look at Trump, I did that. I looked and I saw that he was doing great things for the country. I did not fall under a Trump or Q spell. I watched every channel, all the playlists, all the videos that had come out since October 17. I have watched every channel and almost every video on every channel. It's amazing what you think you know and what you really don't know. So thank you so much to Q for that. And watching President Trump do what he does, it's amazing to see, because he is just filled with love for the country, and it's obvious for somebody not to see that completely. You wonder, what drugs are they on? Because I want those. I want to feel what that is like, to just not be aware of anything, maybe for about a few minutes. No, I love being aware. I love being awake. It is almost like a drug in itself. If you think about it, once you are on that path, you can't stop. You're like, tell me something more. My mission in rehab and in the hospital, laying there for a month in intensive care, it was just praying that I get out, come home to my family, come home to my tiny cheerleaders, and I promised the Father in heaven that I would do what I'm supposed to do my work, because I know what my mission is. And somehow, some way, I was, I guess, deceived, because I was waiting for this massive tribulation, because since I was a child, I knew that I would be a tribulation saint in the end times, and I would walk to the guillotine singing, Jesus is my rock in a weary land. It's just something you know, but you don't realize that the Father is going to send a miracle worker like President Trump to literally change everything. I'm speechless when it comes to talking about him, because you can't really say enough, say it the right way. He's so amazing, and he's saving the world, and it's so hard when you try to tell somebody the truth and they call you crazy, call you conspiracy theorist. And I actually prefer suppressive person. I think it's a nicer term. The Scientologists, that's the one good thing that we got out of them, was suppressive person. That's my label. And what I am going to do is bring John Bunyan's Pilgrim Progress to my videos and help take the people down that narrow path right now, because it's hard when you do not know where to even start with the Bible. We need everybody together, and I want to be doing that video where we go all in front of my Q art, which I'm going to have my granddaughter help me with, and find a way to, almost like a dating site, an app that all of us can go into and sign up as a certain battalion, as a warrior. And my warrior is, we are righteous remnant individuals orchestrating restoration spiritually. Women Wisdom Outreach Ministries, Evangelical Nurturing. Men Minister, Evangelize, Nurture. I believe that we can get people back to that. If evil could turn so many good people into mindless zombies, then we can sure go out there and change them back. But we have to find a way to get together worldwide, more than just being on that channel on YouTube. That's my mission, is to find that now, some database that would be able to put all of us in there. Not our names, again, we're anonymous if we want to be. I don't feel that I need to be, because who I am is definitely going to be part of that message. So Tracy Lynn Bunyan Massey is me, and I'm happy to be here now. I'm going to keep pushing forward, make sure that I get into the videos that I need to get into, do my work. Thank you, and I will be back